Should a black man get married? This is part 2. To leave black people alone, men's rights is not for black people. In my first episode of Leave Black People Alone, Men's Rights is Not for Black Men, I gave some preliminary statistics about why men's rights doesn't apply to black people. Now I'm going to break it down and be quite a bit more specific. There are two movements that are conjoined or conjoined. There is the men's rights movement and there is the men going their own way movement. The men going their own way doesn't seek any political agenda or political ends. It's just a movement of men who are tired of having women have more rights than men. And when I say men and women, I'm specifically meaning white men and white women. None of this holds true for black people. None of it. Absolutely none of it. So they have called their movement men going their own way. And what it means is that men are opting out of marriage and completely being single. Their tenets or their belief is that men have more money, more free time, and less headache and less stress when they are single. And that marriage is nothing but a burden to a white man. Now, the men's rights movement has a political arm to it, tries to seek to further men's rights but through political means, and ultimately their plank is also that marriage is not good for a man, and that marriage is nothing that a man should aspire to or ascribe to, and it does not benefit a man. That's their philosophy. None of this applies to black people. None of it. Specifically, I'm going to talk about marriage today. The marriage rates, divorce rates have been completely falsified in the media. That includes for white people as well as black people. For black people, they attack us directly and say black people have the worst marriage rates, the largest divorce rates, and so forth and so on. Deadbeat dads, the whole 9 yards. Attack, 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 attack. Black men, black women, black families. The truth, the raw data shows you that this is completely and utterly a lie. Also, when you look at the economic data, hands down, the largest circumstantial evidence suggests that for a black man and a black woman, the best possible scenario is if they get married. For a black man, marrying seems to be economically beneficial. Now, the men's rights will have you believe that there's this huge divorce rate and that women are going to take half of your money and that they're going to have kids and they're going to get alimony and child support and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't happen in the black community. In fact, the black divorce rates are the lowest, second only to Asians. So it goes Asians lowest, black people next, then Hispanics, and then whites, and then other, whatever other is. I don't know if we have data for other like Native Americans or something. But anyway, economically speaking, for a black man and a black woman, the single best scenario is to be married with children. All right, that is my first point for the men's rights. I'll continue on to part 3, 4, 5, and 6. I wanted to keep this simple, short, and sweet. Do not listen to men's rights for black people. We are in a completely different scenario than white men. And it's pure arrogance that white men say that marriage isn't a good thing for a man. They mean a white man. For a white man to get ahead economically, all he needs to do is go apply for a job or start a business. For a black man, getting married, pooling your resources with a black sister is the way to go. That is the way to go. And that's the data. Thank you. Go look it up. Census data, Pew Research. Go look it up. Thank you. Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show.